Alright guys, we are here in the basement working on the 25-inch Neo Geo monitor. I originally had done a flyback on this, and I was noticing that the colors were kind of off, so I was trying to adjust it and I couldn't get it right. And I noticed that the green, sometimes down at the bottom of the monitor, was not lined up. So after doing some research, I found out that you can adjust the convergence on here by using a convergence ring. So I went to go look for the convergence rings to adjust the purity and convergence to get everything going, and it turns out I don't actually have convergence rings. Now you see that glob of hot glue with that piece of metal that's like a giant magnet that goes around there or something. Doesn't do anything. But after the help of the Facebook group, the arcade help and repair group, we determined that this is a self-converging tube and yoke combination, which means there are no convergence rings, like no convergence rings. These are convergence rings off of a 13-inch Sanyo 20EZ. But since there are none there, you don't have to converge it, except that it's not perfectly lined up. After spending a lot of time trying to get this going, and with the help of Adam over at One Circuits, his test pattern generator, this is the Crafty Mech variety, I was able to get things as close as I think I can. So the way this works is it's got an on-off switch right here, and then this button here allows you to cycle through the different tests. So if we go here and we go through the different tests, we got a checkerboard pattern here, our color bars, more color bars, and we've got our red, our green, our blue, and our white. And if you notice, it's a little cloudier in those two corners. And overall, it's not quite right, but I think it's as good as it's going to get. We've got a falling animation here. And then the crosshatch pattern that I spent so much time, probably what felt like half the day trying to adjust it. Now, if you look close, from back here, it's not horrible. There's a curve at the top that I couldn't get rid of, although it's straight at the bottom. But if you look really close, there should be white dots in the middle. But the closer we get, to see that they're not perfectly on top of each other. They've got the blue on the left and the red on the right. Now, the horizontal bars are good, but the vertical ones you couldn't get them quite right. Now what happens is the further down you go, green starts to hang off. And the same thing what happens when you go up to the top. I can't get it quite dialed in. I mean, I can get the center really close, but maybe with some convergence strips we could dial in a little bit better, but convergence rings would help too. So this is the Neo Geo monitor, and I just want to show this to you guys because this is one of those self-converging tubes that hopefully you never come across, but it will give you a giant headache if it's not converged properly. So there it is, no convergence rings, and that's what they should look like. And a big thanks to Adam over at One Circuit for letting me borrow this, because this was a nightmare trying to adjust it. It actually helped out a great deal. So Adam, thanks a lot. I'll get this back to you as soon as I'm done with it. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and take it easy.